Joining us this morning, all the way up from Ouachita Baptist, it is Tyler Grace community, former Tyler Grace Cougar, Aden Hecht. Aden, what's going on, man? How are you?
Good morning, sir. I'm good, doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing fantastic. Now, I wanted to talk to you because you just had this past weekend. You just had a really good weekend at the track. You were the conference champion in the at the GAC conference champion in the 400-meter hurdles with a time of 51:38 seconds, which I believe is a school record and a conference championship record as well. So, first off, Aden, when you won that championship, man, what was going through your mind? What were the emotions?
I was just really grateful and excited. The Lord has just done a lot for me this season, and it's great to just see all my hard work work out for me.
All right. Well, then, yeah, it was seemed like a fun meet. Seemed like you had a lot going on. You're a sophomore this year, so what is kind of the biggest thing that you've learned from your freshman year going into your sophomore year? What's kind of the biggest learning curve that you've had?
Definitely take care of my body. I've been dealing with injury this year and last year as well, and so definitely just go see the trainer when I need to and take care of myself because sometimes I just like to push through injury and it doesn't work out for me.
Yeah, and what is that balance like? Because I know as a competitor, you want to fight through those injuries and you want to get out on the track. You want to compete for your team and compete with your friends. But what is that balance like? Because you also don't want to injure yourself worse to where you're out for a long period of time. So how do you balance that of not pushing too hard, but still getting out there and pushing through pain and not necessarily an injury?
Definitely communication with my coaches and our athletic training staff here at Ouachita. I definitely just talk to them and be like, "Hey, this is how I'm feeling," and they normally tell me what to do because I'll just push through it and I end up hurting myself more.
Yeah, that is that is something that we are having some issues over here this morning. Sorry about that, but that is something that you
Yeah,
got to,
okay.
just got to fight through it and figure it out. But that's where the coaches come in because as athletes, we're going to kind of push through and not want to stop. So yeah, I definitely understand that. You
Definitely.
not only competing in the 400-meter hurdles, but also the 110-meter hurdles. So I want to know kind of obviously the length is different, 400 meters compared to 110. But which one do you prefer out of the two? Do you prefer the 400 or the 110 hurdles?
I definitely prefer the 400s. I mean, it's about kind of who has the most guts and who can take the most pain. Because coming around that curve, everything hurts, and it's just about who wants to push the hardest and the farthest. So I don't know that I just like that race more.
When you were growing up and when you were getting involved in track, did you gravitate toward the hurdles or were you kind of thrown in that and you figured out you were good at it or how did you become a hurdler?
I can remember all the way back in seventh grade. I just was like, I don't know, everyone else wants to run, but I running's kind of boring. I want to do something else with it. So I just threw myself in the hurdles and just said, let's go get it.
It seems to be working out for you well. You don't need to keep doing that, Leo. It's up the whole time. It seems to be working out for you well. And then earlier in April, you broke a 37-year school record. So I know you keep breaking this record that you broke earlier in April, which is kind of a cool thing there too. But when you broke that 37-year-old record back in April, and you realized like you've done something that hadn't been done in a very long time at that school, what was that feeling like? What were the emotions then?
I was very surprised. I was coming off a hamstring injury, and so I hadn't been training in a long time, and I I just ran the race, and I looked up at the clock. I was like, "Oh my goodness, I finally did it!" So I was just very excited and grateful to have the opportunity.
Well, talk to me about growing up in Tyler and going to Grace Community, a private school here in Tyler, obviously. So competing in TAPS, I believe you won a couple of state championships in high school too. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I won my junior year.
Okay. All right. So you won your junior year. So talk to me about going to Grace and competing in TAPS and what that Tyler community means to you.
It means the world. My shout out my hurdle coach, Coach Maddox in high school. He just did such a great job with me, and a lot of kids in high school aren't fortunate to have a good hurdle coach, but I was, and Coach Maddox really helped me with my form and just my mindset in the race, and drills and skills that I still use today and share with my teammates even in college.
Now, hurdling. We talked yesterday. I talked to a softball player yesterday, and she was had all these stolen bases. And I asked her what was the key to stealing a base, and she was like, "Man, that's a really good question." So I'm going to put you on the spot here. What makes a good
Okay.
hurdler? How can if someone is trying to get into hurdling and wants to do that in track, what are some tips that could maybe help them be a good hurdler going forward?
To me, I feel like what makes a good hurdler is someone who's persistent, who has courage, and someone who perseveres, and a hard worker. There's always something to improve on. There's always something you can critique your form or run your race a bit differently or have a different mindset. And so, someone who's willing to push past failure and push past pain, and just get better every day.
And you can't be afraid to fall, right? How many times have you hit a
That's
hurdle?
right. I've hit a lot of hurdles. I haven't fallen in a race yet, but well, hopefully that day doesn't come.
We're not speaking that in. It's not going to happen. We're not gonna bring that
That's
up.
right.
But man, that's awesome. Well, what's next for you going forward? Obviously, finished up the conference championships now. I know you had a couple of NCAA provisional marks during the season. So what's next for you going forward?
Well, I'm actually about to get on a bus and go to Fayetteville to run a 4x4. We're trying to get that 4x4 team to nationals as well. And then I might be running at Harding this Sunday, a last chance meet. You got to be top 22 to go to nationals. I'm sitting at number 12 right now. Um, and then nationals in May 21st to the 23rd. So looking forward to that.
Well, so your sophomore year is almost up, man. What has this sophomore year been like for you at Ouachita? And because you mentioned kind of the learning curve you had earlier, but now that you're kind of wrapping up this sophomore season, and as you look back on it and reflect a little bit, what has this sophomore year been like for you?
It's kind of been unreal. I didn't really think that I would have a season like this, especially dealing with hamstring stuff earlier this year. My goal when I first started college track was I want to be top 8 in the at nationals one day, and then now I'm top 10 and going to nationals, and hopefully now my goal is to win it before I graduate. So it's just been kind of unreal, and I'm just very grateful to the Lord.
Absolutely, it's been an awesome thing to watch you too, and to keep up with it. Now, I want to ask. I may be putting my foot in my mouth here, but you have a sister that's also at school with you. Okay,
Yes, sir. I do.
Ashley.
She's a senior.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to make I knew it was the same last name, same school, but I've gotten in trouble with that before. So how cool is it to
Yes,
have your
sir.
sister there at school with you? And did she kind of help guide you to did she help you choose a Ouachita Baptist, or how did you choose a Ouachita? And how cool is it to have your sister there with you?
It's been the biggest blessing ever. I love her so much. I did not think that college sports was a reality for me. She kind of inspired me to pursue that. And when I saw her do college sports and be successful at it, I really thought that, oh, I could do this too. And why not go to the same school as her? And it'd be just like high school. So,
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, I'm happy for you. You seem like you're in a good place, and that's good. So, best of luck to you this weekend in your meets, and obviously at Nationals, best of luck there too. And we'll be keeping up with you, and hopefully we'll talk to you down the road.
yes, sir. Thank you so much.